Well, Supreme Champion is a title I'm sure that any hot rod driver would like to have. And we've now got a lineup out there of some 30-odd cars to do battle for that honour. Now, who's going to win? Well, this man is currently top of the points chart at Northampton. Number 63, that's Phil White, comes from Hayes in Middlesex. Mark II Escort is the car that he's out in today. He did have a Mazda 323, but he managed to write that off completely a little while ago and has reverted back to his Ford. So he's obviously going to be in with a strong chance. Now, who might be there doing battle with him? Well, car number 64 is Jean-Pierre Tur. He comes from Amt Hill in Bedfordshire, and he's right behind Phil White in the points chart. Drives here a lot, knows his way around this track, and he certainly is going to be in contention, I would have thought. Now, what alternatives are there? Well, on the outside there, not a Ford Escort this time, but a Toyota, a car that's found a great deal of favour with the hot rod drivers recently, especially since the Northern Ireland lads dominating the scene using Toyotas. That's number 3, and that is Leon Smith. There's a lot more there that could be in at the end of the day as the starting marshal sends them away for this 35-lap event. That 11 car that you see dashing right away in front there, in fact, is not driven by one of the regular hot rod drivers here at Northampton. In fact, it's Jerry Marshall, the well-known production saloon car champion, who actually is behind the wheel of the number 11 car. Told me before we started that he had never raced on this kind of circuit before, and it was going to be a new experience for him. Well, he currently leads the production saloon car championship. Won it 7 years running, so all that experience will probably stand him in good stead. But to be fair, he has got the advantage of starting fairly well towards the front, and he's got a bit of a flyer, and he's going well. The rest of the field then comes funneling through. Blue flag you can see there from the starting marshal is indicating some of the slower drivers who are blocking on the inside perhaps to move over and stop walking. Straight drying out, getting a little more grip now, and I'm sure Jerry Marshall in this number 11 car will be very pleased of that. So number 11 is the leader at the moment. 72, Paul Murphy from Kempston, just outside Bedford. He's in second place. Behind Paul comes the 66 car, I think, is next. Then it's 14, then 174, and then 44, if you see them come through. So up front, it's still number 11, Jerry Marshall. Here he is. Borrowed the car just for this one race from Norman Abbott. He looks very comfortable in there anyway. And he has now built up a lead. 121, in fact, John Brooks has now moved into second place. John Brooks spent a lot of time racing up Hensford and Buxton circuits, and he's certainly going to give him a bit of a run for his money. There goes 121 coming through. 428 is with him in third place rather. Those two, I think, we'll now begin to see closing the gap. So it's 121 John Brooks, 428 Pete Winston, former European champion. So that's the leader, number 11. So 11, the leader, Jerry Marshall, now being rapidly overhauled by the 121 and 128 cars, closing right in. There they are, right on the tail. There's the 1, 2, 3. This is where, of course, the experience of John Brooks and Pete Winston will really begin to tell. And Jerry sort of wisely perhaps moves a little wide and leaves room on the inside for the others to come through. John Brooks in 121, then Pete Winston in 428. May look a little like 128. That's because the numbering system in National Hot Rod Racing has been revised earlier this year. Pete Winston used to be 128. There does seem to be a reluctance to lose the 128 identity, perhaps, in the case of that car. So 121 is the leader, 13 laps have gone. 121 is John Brooks from Willenhall, 428 is Pete Winston, who is second, number 11, Jerry Marshall, is third. So that's the 1, 2. number 3 is moving up very fast further back, now coming up into 4th place behind number 11. Leaders here getting held up a little by the back markers. Derek Featherstone in 7.60. So we've got 1-2-1 the leader, John Brooks. 4.28, Pete Winston is second. Number 11, Norman Abbott, has now dropped down into 3rd place as number 3, Leon Smith, has moved into 3rd position. There's Leon. Got the highest place ever of a Northampton Stadium-based driver in a World Championship event. He got 6th at Ipswich recently. Drove very, very well indeed. Always can be relied upon to put in a very tough performance. Not the sort of man who gives up easily. Number 3 in his Toyota, Leon Smith. There's 121 back up front. 19 laps gone now. 121 still there. John Brooks. 4.28. Pete Winston is second. Number 3, Leon Smith is third. Number 11, Jerry Marshall. Yes, that Jerry Marshall is next. Then comes the 69 car of Mike Booth from Northampton. So there's the first 6 for you as we hit 20 laps, 15 more to go for this 1984 Supreme Championship. Little John Brooks in 121, and this man here in second place. There we are, there's the 1-2. That's the 1-2. 1-2-1. And 128 there right behind him. Number 30 car of Gregory Mott from Hemel Hempstead has to be passed by the leader. But while the leader's battling with him, this man gives him a little chance to perhaps close the gap, because that's what sometimes you have to rely on, that the guys in front get held up by the back market, and that does give you a sometimes unexpected opportunity to catch up. Tarmac track here, slightly banked on the bends. They go around this track, it's about a quarter of a mile. And they go round in about 16 seconds, which gives them an average speed of somewhere a little under 60 miles an hour. So you can see that on a dry day, when they really get wound up, they're going into these bends at about 70 miles an hour. Leon Smith now in number 3 in the Toyota. They're coming to do battle with 128 Pete Winston. Quite a scrap now for this second place. And Leon dives down the inside. Now who's going to come out in front? Oh, now this the back marker there, Bob Schaefer is going to be the one, the key. Yes, he moved out to let the cars go through on the inside, and Leon, already being there, was very quick to take the advantage and move into second place. So this is the battle for second place, although it seems to be resolved now as Leon begins to pull away. The man they're chasing is 121, John Brooks, who is still there in front. Of course, the added momentum of that second place battle has brought the second place man right onto his bumper. We'll see him in just a moment. There he is. There's 121, and right behind him, there's the number 3 car of Leon Smith. And number 3 has now got the advantage of the inside. Oh, John Brooks wants that back marker out of the way, and there's a battle for the inside track, but it's Leon that's got it. With 28 laps gone, time is running out now, and it's Leon Smith who forges his way to the front. There's the grit and determination I was talking about. He doesn't give up easily at all. If there's a gap, he's not afraid to go for it. We saw a classic example of it there as he overhauled John Brooks to take it up. So number 3, Leon Smith, the leader. 121, John Brooks is still there in second place, now only about 20 yards behind. A little bit of a gap to 128. And then indeed number 64, Jean-Pierre Tur. In fact, no, he's a back marker. He's a little way back. Phil White is moving up in about 5th place in 63. There's Leon Smith diving for the inside once again as the placemen funnel through. 31 laps gone, 4 to go. This is the man that leads, number 3. Down the back straight on the outside, then cuts to the inside to come round the pit turn. To go now for Leon Smith in number 3, and no really strong challenge to him now as he comes up right behind Jerry Marshall. Still 121, John Brooks is second. Checkered flag at the ready, over the line he goes. There's the win for Leon Smith. The second place goes to John Brooks in number 121. Pete Winston comes home in third place in car number 428. Once again, a win for Toyota, a win for number 3, and the supreme champion is Leon Smith.